This is a Horizon FD100, and if you've been on the channel for a while, you'd be saying, well, we've seen one of these, Nick, and you would be right. However, these are always different. As each new one comes out, the interiors change a little bit, the finishes change sometimes quite a lot, and it's always fascinating to see what they've done. So we're going to give this one the full treatment. We're going to go to every area. We're going into the guest areas, of course, but also the deck areas, the crew areas, the engine spaces, the bridge. It's a lot. And as ever with these, the big news is the volume and the space. Look how big this area here is. This is one of these yachts that feels like it's about 20 feet bigger than it actually is. It's around 100 feet, but it feels like a 120. And this is just the beginning. Look at that, what a great space that is. We've got the bar here as well, of course. That's an interesting little locker. What's in here? Okay, fire system activation. Fridge in there, and of course the sink down underneath that one. That one there is an ice maker. There we go. I knew you said ice machine then, I don't know what that even is. Good, let's press on. We'll start on the interior, but loads of stuff to show you. Let's hit that button and crack on. There we go. This is what I mean. So on this one, we're now switching to all really light pale woods. Normally you just have a darker wood, sometimes like a twin tone, so it's sort of half darker wood and then half upholstered. On this they've just gone for a lighter wood right the way through, and it really does freshen it up, doesn't it? That looks great, and what a big space. I think I'm right in saying the lighting has changed as well. I don't remember these big strips of light before. It's giving a really nice sort of ambient glow. There is a day heads back here. That's tucked away in there. Very nice saloon area, and look at these massive windows that go floor to ceiling. Just superb. Very, very comfortable. AV equipment that you would have spotted for yourself, and then dining is up ahead of here. There we go. And look at these big sliding doors here. It means you can really open this area out on a nice day and get a nice breeze through here, or close it up and air condition it. We have fridges up here, and we also have crockery, cutlery, all that sort of stuff. Not on board yet by the looks of it, but that's where it would live, a place like that. But that is a nice dining space, isn't it? And the galley is pretty much open to it, as you can see just here. Having said that, you can close it off. You see these two lines here? That's because that section there will power up. You can see the tracks for it there, and close that off. And in fact, if we come around this side, you can see there's also a concealed door here, which you can unclip, and again, use that if you want to close that area completely off. But with it all open, it all links through beautifully. Side door, straight out onto the side deck, and then here, well, just a really lovely galley, isn't it, with a central island. Fabulous. A lot of refrigeration over on this side, as you'd hope and expect. We've got cooking over here, of course. Big Miele dishwasher. And there's a trash compactor here as well. That's this little fella. Thusly. There we go. More cooking down there. Quite the space, isn't it? Good. More refrigeration is here, more storage is here. Very nice. Let's head forward, because we have an owner's cabin here on the main deck. So first thing we find is these wardrobes here. This boat is brand new. So new, there's nothing even on it yet. Love this. What a great place to tuck yourself away with a good book. We've not had any good book tucking away on Aquaholic for a while, have we? But yeah, that would be doing it in style, wouldn't it? View out over the ocean, nice and quiet, tucked away up here. When you want to escape the maddening children, that's the place to do it, isn't it? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We've got the dressing table over on this side. We've also got more wardrobe space over here. And a bit more storage there. There we go. Drawers under the bed, drawers in the bedside tables. And again, some nice finishes. It's intriguing to see how they've gone for a slightly darker wood in here. So the idea of this is to make it just a little bit more cozy, which is what you want from a bedroom. Brilliant. I love finishes like this as well. These are the things that you see that change from boat to boat. Ensuite is here. There's a pocket door that slides across when it's not clipped back. There's a pocket door that slides across. There we are. I'll edit that out later. And then we have, of course, the basin and a massive rainfall shower in the centre, like that. This is more storage, shelving, drawers, etc. And if we loop on round, same kind of deal on this side, exactly the same, and the access again through to the shower. There we go. Lovely. That's a great space, isn't it? But yeah, this, I can see myself there. Let's press on. We're going to go and do the lower deck, and then we're going to head on up. That's the up. Side door access there. Massive wine cooler here. Look at this. And we've got a pantry area here. Did I point that out before? I can't remember. So we've got yet more refrigeration. These are chillers for your wine. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Lovely. You see how this is the pale wood, and we mentioned it was the darker wood in there. Look how they put the accents down around here, just so it all ties through nicely. And then we've got the dark wood on the floor as well. Absolutely fabulous. So you don't get a sort of a bland feel to it. You get the light, bright contemporariness. Contemporariness? That's a new word. But with enough accents around the place just to keep it interesting. Fantastic. We'll head aft first of all, and we will discover some really nice cabins back here. These are a great size. Look at that. Ensuite, obviously, again, pocket doors that slide out across to close that off, but in fact you have got the privacy door for the loo in there. So you don't need to close that off if you don't want to. Can if you wish. There we go. I don't think we've done a mirror wave. There we go for you mirror wave fans. And, oh, let's unclip that. There we go. Edit, later, etc. Showers in there. There we go. If you're wondering about wardrobes and storage, well, you've got drawers under the bed, he says. Yes, there we go. And the wardrobes are over on this side. Thusly. Good. If we go a little bit further this way, we will find, well, laundry facilities are here, so there's an actual utility room. Look at that. That's properly cool, isn't it? You see what I mean about how this boat is punching above its weight? It feels like a larger boat than it is. You don't normally get a proper separate utility room at this kind of size and still get 4 cabins on the lower deck, plus the cabin that we saw on the main deck, of course. So this, again, very similar deal. Wardrobes are down over here, and drawers. Drawers by the bed, drawers under the bed, AV equipment, and the ensuite is over here. Again, closes off, again, privacy door. It's a very, very similar deal, isn't it? Good, good, good. Let's head forward There's me. Hello, me. I'm so easily impressed by myself. Oh dear, well somebody's got to be, haven't they? There we are. Now interestingly, you see they've gone for the pale woods in here, despite the fact of being a sort of a cozier area, being a bedroom, but it's because it's a little bit smaller, so you don't want to close it in. There's a lot of thought and science goes into this. Maybe not science, art perhaps. And these finishes in here is cedar wood, which is what you want on the inside of a wardrobe. It's good for your clothes apparently. That one there, no idea. It's access to engineering, so that is taking you through to the air conditioning, I think I'm right in saying. Ensuite, separate shower of course. Lovely. And the AV equipment is in behind the door, like so. There we are. Forward again, now this is the VIP guest cabin, so from this threshold here forward, all one big space. Ensuite, tucked away in here, with the shower in behind, like so. And then, if we head forward, you can see what a colossal space this is. Impressive, isn't it? Very, very impressive. Whole windows there. Again, storage, again, wardrobes, usual things that you would hope to find. That's a decent size actually, isn't it? In a bedroom. There we are. Little round porthole for those are opening ones, so if you want a bit of fresh air through here you can have it. Obviously it's all air conditioned. You can see the control for it just down there next to the light switches and the USB ports. There we are, more storage across here and the AV equipment. Natch. Big cabin that, isn't it? Let's press on a bit further. We want to go on up, pausing briefly just to see what's in here. Okay, this is for you know, towels or cleaning gear or sort of housekeeping. That's the expression I'm looking for, housekeeping. Good, 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 good. These are access to engineering areas. So it's you've got the Octoplex there, which is the operating system, for example, tucked away in that one. So everything is get-atable. And these little chaps here are sensors, so we've got the lights on permanently in a minute, but at night time you might want to have them on the sensors so they go off. But then as you walk around the boat, they come on. So that's back out to the saloon where we came in, but we are gonna, that's one of these doors that can come across and close off the galley area if you wanted to. We're gonna go this way. Yep, that's it. There we are. Love these floating steps. There's a glass panel here in case it's not obvious, but they look like they're hovering in the air, don't they? And the bridge is up here. There we go. Usual serious kit. 4 Garmin screens, engine controls, thruster controls, autopilot. We've got the zip wake trim tabs controlled from here as well. And then we've got the operating system on one of these screens here. So this will take us into, there we go, well, everything. So we can go into lighting on here. Nav lights, for example, are on here. We can come out of there. We can go into fuel management and tanks, like that. So everything to do with the operation of the boat is configured from here. Even things like engine instrumentation is on here. There we go. That's that. Nice, nice, nice. Side doors, we've got one each side, and in fact you can close this off. You see this, again, similar to what we saw on the galley. This section here rises up, it goes up these tracks here, and then another of these concealed doors here that will come across. So if you're running the boat at night, you can have the bridge in darkness and still use this very palatial, there's that word again, sky lounge. Look at that. It's fantastic, isn't it? There is a day heads up here. That's tucked away in this one. And we have, of course, refrigeration. like so. And storage drawers, all that kind of thing. What's in here, I wonder? Oh, look at this. Oh, I love things like this. AV equipment, routers, that sort of stuff. Oh, it's all so neat, isn't it? Lovely. TV retracts. Got the soundbar there as well. That's a great space, isn't it? Let's head on aft. We've got another deck to go, I think I'm right in saying. Another, let's use that word again, palatial area out here. Look at this. That is very, very nice, isn't it? Love this bar area over here. Fabulous. That one there is an ice maker, I think I'm right in saying. Yes, it is. In fact, no, I thought it had some ice in it. Fridge, usual kind of stuff is all in here, little sink and so forth. Yeah, nice place to serve the drinks, have a chat with your friends, be a barman. Crane here is because you can put the tender up here if you want to across the back. Pretty sure you can put one on the bathing platform as an alternative, or indeed as well, I suppose. That's great, isn't it? And there's some stairs over here that will take us up again. It's a yacht that keeps on giving, this one. Look at that! So we have a retracting TV, of course, another bar area, which you believe all these areas are catered for, aren't they? So your ice maker is in there, fridge, sink, all that kind of stuff. And we're right up high with this amazing view. And nicely shaded with the hardtop. Fantastic. Hot tub on this one. That's here. And sunbathing as well, right up on the bow. Not on the bow, up on the front of the Sundeck. There we are. And in fact, if we step up here and try not to fall in, I'll just show you briefly up on top of here. We can see the Garmin twin radars, the satellite domes, the antennas, all that kind of thing, nav lights and so on, are all up there. There we go. Good. Let's come carefully back down. There we are. Fabulous. Okay, plenty more to see. Let's keep on going. I'm intrigued to see on this one, and people mention this sometimes, on American spec yachts, it's quite rare to see the teak, but this one's got it. And it's just owner taste, of course. Ultimately, you buy a yacht like this, you have this finished however you want, but this particular boat, whether it's Horizon themselves or whether it's the owner of this one, I suspect the owner has chosen to go for this teak, and I think that looks really nice. It works well. It's a little bit less stark. If we head up through here, this will take us back up past the bridge. So that's one of those side doors into the bridge. Another great outside lounge area. Look at this. And again, it's fully equipped. Just brilliant. That's a nice place to be when the boat's underway. You've got the cooling breeze, you've got the fabulous view. Just terrific. Sunbathing right up here on the bow. And then, oh look, there's somebody doing a video of a boat over there. Imagine. Social media eating itself, isn't it? We've got anchor kit up here. And this is how she looks from here. There we go. Let's head back down this side. That's the bridge, of course, just there. This will now drop us back down to the main deck, and I'm going to take you then down and show you crew areas and engine space. So we'll come right on down. This is access back inside, so the sort of lobby area where the stairs go up and down. But we will continue back this way. We've got the wind blocker doors here. I'll do my usual joke about ruffling a bouffant, and we'll move on. So this one then takes us down to the crew areas. Let's shut that door behind me. There we go. And again, 100-foot yacht, and yet a nice mess area. Again, refrigeration. There's a hob down here, there's a microwave up there as well, TV, and then we have crew cabins. One here, one here. The heads, forget my words today. And then there is a captain's cabin on this side. There we go. So you got, well, this is a double up to 6, but 5 certainly. And normally on a yacht of this size, 3 or 4 is typical. And this one has its own proper ensuite. And all of these, again, clearly, have got things like wardrobes in them and that sort of stuff. There we are. Nice, huh? Lovely. And then forward from here, we've got to look in here, haven't we? Engineering. The all-important Dyson. Where would these yachts be without them? They used to fit central vacuum systems where you'd have areas where you could plug in a vacuum cleaner in different places around the boat, but since those Dysons have come out, nobody bothers anymore, they just get those. Engines then. Here we go. Another fabulously well-lit, spacious, clean, efficient, wonderful engine space. Caterpillar C32As in here. They are 1,900 horsepower each, and they're giving about 20 knots flat out, fast cruise at 17, economical cruise at 10 knots, which is giving you about 2,000 miles of range. Love the lighting underneath these. Oh, it's all so cool, isn't it? There we go. Air conditioning, I believe. Generators, one each side. Fire system, that's what this red piping is for in the centre. Impressive, isn't it? Very, very impressive. And then the little sink and workbench, the little tool chest, hot water. Hydraulics on that side for things like the thrusters. That looks like more hot water, possibly. Fantastic. Good. I think we are very nearly there. Last thing to talk about then is the beach club, which is where I think we will finish up. That seems like a good idea. Let me just unclip that door and close it again. There we are. Perfect. They're so soundproof, aren't they, those doors? It's amazing. Can't stop opening things. Ah, of course. Glad I opened that one, because every comment would have been, well, what about the washing machines? There they are. Phew. Forgotten about those. And this is the beach club. Now, this rear door, this whole transom section, comes down on these massive hinges here and encloses. You can see how it fits into here. You can see the shape of it. But when it's down, there's another door in the centre of it, so you've still got access out onto the back here. It also means that when that's closed, this can be another area for the crew. But they do have that separate mess, as we saw. But this is a great place to be. Right down at water level, you can see it right there. And again, we've got TV, which I'm going to guess swings out on the bracket. We've got refrigeration, we've got sink underneath there. It is all just so well catered for, isn't it? Plenty of water. We're at a boat show. Fantastic. I was going to sit there, but it tells me not to, so I won't. What I'll do is I'll come out here, stand in the sunshine. There we go. And say massive thanks to Horizon Yachts for organising that tour. Massive thanks, of course, to you all for watching it. Let me know what you think of that one. Let me know how you feel that interior compares with the earlier ones. I think they've done a nice job on that. It's looking good. And we will catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.